Yo,
Welcome back to another week,
another one
segment.
of Express Yourself.
Yes, sir. It's your boy G Butters.
Yo, it's Ways, man.
Sir, bro.
My dog, love
Yes,
baby,
sir. Love,
love
my
that,
brother.
love.
Yep.
Yeah, we would have what? We would have had a guest.
We would have had a guest today,
They
but shit
just
happens.
shit happens. Whatever. They didn't connect. We didn't connect to each other. So, but y'all know that how we work. Show
Yep.
goes on, right?
Yes, sir.
Show goes on. That Lupe shit. Um. With that being said, man, we had a great last week. We had a great guest. Um. Who did we have last week? What do we?
About your inner peace.
My boy LB. If y'all have
Yep.
not checked that one, that is a lot of good shit, man.
Yeah.
A lot of good shit from the young man.
A lot of hidden gems.
19 years old, but man, did he have some shit to share with us? It's fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So this week,
Episode 10.
episode 10, season 1, episode 10
Yes, sir.
of Express Yourself podcast. Man, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's dope.
That's why I said episode 10.
That's dope, man. Y'all talking about consistency, man. Like this shit takes that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not always about how you feel and shit like that, bro. It's just like you gotta be disciplined and just feel like this is important. Like if you always remember the why, bro, and like the why really, if the why has to first of all mean a lot to you.
Right.
So like once you get that why, this shit, then you gotta keep reminding yourself that's why you're doing it. And then like my guy Kobe said, man, sign like make a mental contract with yourself. It don't have to be physical. Make a contract with yourself. Just like a lease that you know if you're renting or your mortgage or whatever you got at your house, you got to stick to that contract. You know what I'm saying? That's law. So if you start looking at stuff like that, that's where the discipline is kicking in. And like you said, like I said, it's where feelings almost become irrelevant. Like you just, I got to do this because this is what I contract I made with myself. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kobe for giving me that perspective, man. I love that perspective. Takes me to this week, man. This week we're gonna talk about topic, man. We had thought of a while ago. I said something about the inner child, man. You know, and I always believe that, and it's for, I mean, no matter how old you get, I feel like you have to have, like, you have to always still have that inner child. And when I mean like that inner child, like, we all do have inner child. We always got memories that we look back on, right? Excuse me. But I'm not talking about the, the traumas or anything that you guys might think of when I say inner child. It's a very positive connotation. It's the joy of a child, the, you know, somewhat of the innocence of a child, the purity that a child has. You know what I'm saying? So when I say you gotta always obtain that inner child, it's like, you know, whatever you're doing, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying, work on elevating this and other, but like live in your moments, man. Have that joy with you though. You know, that's the biggest word I think of when I think of inner child, man. You know, joy, man. It's important, man. Um, what do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Do you agree with that or what you think?
Yeah. When I think of inner child, it's more of like I feel like how you was explaining it, but to me, it's like inner child is like don't lose sight of who that inner child, like the basics of that we taught of inner child. So like when we teach our kids, like I have a son, but like when I teach him like certain things, it reminds me of like never forget what my parents taught me. Like in the inner child, what I mean by that is like the basics of simple shit, like be nice to others, be kind to others. You do good, good things will come to you.
Right.
All the simple stuff we teach a kid growing up, I feel like as the older we get and we lose track of things by social media or just perspectives of other people, we lose sight of those basic key essential things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I think of inner child, I feel like I think more of those, like the discipline that your parents teach or like the good. It's like you get older and it's just like when you're a kid from kindergarten to like I want to say maybe like second, third grade, probably
Right.
just up to second. There isn't that much. There isn't bullying. There ain't like bullying or stuff like that because it's like you don't know what bullying is at those ages because it's just all you look at is just boys and girls that are your friends or your classmates. You know what I'm saying? You don't have favorites. You don't have your little cliques and all that. Because back then, it's just like, at least when I was a little kid in elementary school, it's just like Valentine's Day came, you got a card for everybody,
Right. I remember that.
boy or girl.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All your classmates, if you bring in something, it's for everybody, not just for certain people or yourself. No, it's for everybody. You had a little birthday thing that you want to do for your birthday, you take for the whole class. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone's involved. And then as I feel like as the older we get, we lose sight of that, and it's just you become as like I don't know. I feel like we become more in a way not selfish, but we become more like nah, they don't do shit for me, so why am I going to do shit for them?
Yeah,
Mentality,
I
you
see
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
So
bro. Definitely
it's
do
just
that.
like when I think inner child, I feel like inner child to me, when I think of it, is just all those stuff that you're taught as a youngster, like a real young kid, learning to live in this world, and it's just like you start seeing bits and pieces, and you become your own mind now, and it's just like you lose sight of what the basics of everyday life is. So it's just like me,
I like
like
that. I really like
I
that.
caught myself even losing track of it, like like
Yeah.
enjoying this, like how you were saying, enjoying the simple shit like that, and it's just
Right,
like,
right, right.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's
So
just
that
like I have
there
my
you go.
son, and it's just like I was teaching him like just go out there and have fun, this and this, and I had to sit back and listen to what the fuck I
What you
was
said
saying.
to him.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah,
just
real shit.
like damn, I'm telling him to do that,
Bro.
and it's like I'm not even doing it myself.
Bro, that makes so much sense.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like an inner child to me is just all that, where it's just like you lose sight of all the basic shit you were taught as a kid because it's just like now you want to become your own person or your own mind, and it's just like you just lose track of just something so simple. You know what I'm saying? Something so simple that you know was right from wrong, and it's just like you ignore all that shit. But it's just like, nah, you go about it your way now and shit.
Yeah.
So that's what when you said inner child, that's what comes to me, like just the simple shit in life that a lot of us, so easy to keep practicing on your daily life, but a lot of us lose sight of.
And that's and like whether like whether I feel like a lot of that shit, whether it comes from it's a lot of that, that new outside world influence. I feel like a lot of it to me, like when I really, really look at it, yes, I think it's people that influence it, but even just like the system of like the money, you know what I mean? When money becomes a focus now,
Yeah,
having to get money, having to pay for stuff. It could be it's not a bad thing, but now I won't do this unless I'm getting paid for it. Right? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, well, it's something you love to do. If you're really passionate about it or you love to do it, it shouldn't have to always involve money, right? And if it does, and it's coming out of your pocket, your bank account, you should be okay with that. It's okay. It's what you work for. To live out these moments, to feel good, to have fun.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you got to be, prioritize with it, right? You're not just gonna blow your last on that shit, right? But like, you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of it has to do with like just the system of like, it's like robs people sometimes of having like real joy. And then another factor I feel like that can be sometimes is like your family and friends, man. Like,
yeah,
they can be if they're going through shit,
mm-hmm,
right? Like what if you just got the biggest promotion in your life, right? But everybody in your circle or that is going through so much shit. Like, would you feel good telling them? Would you want to tell them?
uh. I mean, based off of my people, the people I have, yeah, I can still tell them.
Even though, like I said, like they're struggling financially, they're doing this,
Yeah, because
this,
at the end of the day, it's just they look at it like as long as I'm good type shit. You know what I'm saying?
the
At least the people I have in my circle.
right, that right, which
That's what I'm
matters.
saying. Which
It
does
matters
matters. You know what I'm saying?
because yeah,
But I'm not gonna go and tell like just a person I barely talk to or
right,
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like how you saying it does matter who you have in your circle around
man.
certain situations like that. Because it's like then in a certain way they can take it the wrong way and be like, oh, he's trying to throw it in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he thinks he's better than me because I don't have a job right now. He got promoted or something, or whatever the case might be financially or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's just like I have people that are like me, where it's just like you can make more than me. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like as long as you
For
happy and you doing
for
what you
real,
want, I'm happy for you. You know what
for real
I'm saying?
shit. Hell yeah,
And that's how it should be.
I agree. I think that's how it should be too, man. But like, I don't know what you guys are going through, man, or what's the type of people you got in your life. Like I'm always like you said, man. Even just taking time away from social media sometimes because when I look at social media sometimes, man, And I see some of y'all posts, man, and I see, like, bro, it's a lot of negative fucking posts, bro. It's very seldom you get like some very positive shit, which I filtered out and I've done, you know what I'm saying, make sure I didn't see those type of posts no more.
Right.
But sometimes it just seems like some people are always going through something, you know. And we all are. Like that's the crazy thing is like for like people that feel like they always going through something, you're not the only one. You know, that's why I'm saying don't let that rob you of your inner joy. I mean, your inner child. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not the only one going through something. Bills due, whatever you got going on, man. Something needs to be paid for. Um, Lack of family support if you're in a space where there's no family around your birth, your blood family. But there's still something like do stuff that brings that inner child back out, man. Like this something right here. This is simple, bro. Right? I don't eat them every day, but this was my favorite candy growing up. Real shit. I grew up. This was my favorite candy.
Mm-hmm.
So every now and then I still go grab a pack of Skittles just because it was my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, shit like that.
This takes me back to old times, man. And not that I'm living in the past, because man, boy, do I love my now and my future. Like I love it. Love what I'm doing, where I'm heading. But it's almost like my boy K Win said, man. It's like humble. It's like my approach, man. Like it's like me keeps me humble, man. Like don't ever get too good for a shit like doing little shit.
Yeah.
Like that little shit, this little whatever it costs, right? Still makes me laugh and smile.
Yeah.
Because then I look back on those memories like, man, that was good times. You know what I'm saying? And like you were saying, like with the parents, I love that. I love that perspective, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like back when you actually getting taught, things and like, the principles, the discipline, just what to and what not to do, even as a kid to continue to like, I mean, as a grown up now, looking back to when you were taught those things as a kid, like to be able to just still keep those things relevant, man. Like carrying on that type of, I don't know if you want to call it. Sometimes it's like tradition for certain people, certain culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But carrying that shit on, man. But again, it's even me when I brought this up is even a cry out for like to not take life too serious.
No, yeah.
Don't get too just this shit is okay. Like don't overthink everything, man. Like you see a kid, man, like just think about it. Like you see a kid, man, for real. You see a kid having a good time at a park, it makes you smile, bro. You know what I'm saying? Laughing, you know what I'm saying? Joking. You see a kid smile, it should definitely make you smile, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the simple purity thing. Like I look at a kid so innocent.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they do. Like people can call them like bad or whatever. Like it's not bad to me. You know what I'm saying? It's guidance, lack of guidance.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Lack of guidance, and it's just like they don't make them bad. It's just like
I was about to say that. Yeah.
They had the right attention, or if somebody actually took their time with them and make them feel loved, those type of things can change easily. Their actions can change easily.
Nah, yeah.
I witnessed it with my nephews. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, yeah. I was about to say the same thing. Where it's just like nowadays, there's a lot of kids that they may seem bad, but that's a reflection of their upbringing of,
really
their
is,
parents.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just like how we was saying, like my parents taught me like the rights and wrongs growing up, and it's just like I took from what they taught me, and it's just like now I instill in my son what I think is right from wrong.
Right.
Because times change. The shit I was doing back in the day, some of the shit don't fly nowadays, or some of the shit I was doing just isn't the right way to do it. Because it's like, think about it. Back in our day, you could be outside playing all fucking afternoon after school. Nowadays, you go and it's just like, it's very rare you see motherfuckers at the park, like little kids or parents with their kids. Usually, kids are inside, like playing video games or on their tablets. And don't get me wrong, I have a son.
We did that too, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I have my son doing that shit too. Where there's days where I'll be like, I'll just play for the tablet or just for a bit while I cook, just so he keeps his mind entertained while I'm busy like cooking for us. But then when we're done, it's like I'll go out inside hoop with him in front or play past soccer, past the ball or some shit. But it's just like there's a time and a place for shit. So it's just like I'll tell him like, yo, right now play the tablet or play the Switch or whatever you want to play while I cook. Once we're done eating, give yourself like 15, 20 minutes to let the food cool down, and we could go outside and hoop, we could go outside and play, or we could go outside and walk, or go to the park or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's just for those time being. Where a lot of time of the cases where a lot of grown-ups mess up is they're like they look at it where it's just like I never had all that shit growing up. So now that I can give it to my kid, I'm gonna give it to him. But it's like
Right.
you don't know that by them being on YouTube or fucking whatever the fuck they're doing on the tablet,
Man,
they're learning so much shit that we didn't know at that age, and it's just like who they gonna ask or who they gonna question. They just gonna start doing monkey see, monkey do type shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's true for
And
sure.
it's just like that's why well, me and my son's mom, we try to keep his like phone or tablet time limited because it's just like there's a lot of shit you shouldn't be seeing, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? He's still young. Like there's a time and a place for certain shit. But
For sure.
you know, being a parent has taught me that, like the inner child shit, where it's just like you lose hindsight of like what it was to be a kid, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You do, and now being the father is just like how you said, just seeing him every day is just reminds me of like the basic shit like that I've been practicing now on the daily, where it's just like you know if you do good, good shit's gonna come to you. You wake up in a good mood and decide that you're gonna be in a good mood. Nothing can fuck up your day because you already decided ain't shit gonna fuck up your day. There's gonna be bumps along the day, yeah. That shit is perfect, but it's up to you to decide how you want to go about it. And like how you said, kids are so pure and innocent, bro. Like we grow up and we lose track of that. You know what I'm saying? Where we're always blaming people for shit, but
Always letting people
never
shit.
could blame ourselves.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens, there's a reason why that shit happened.
It's like as a kid, they do those things too, right?
Yeah,
But a lot of times they don't know no better.
exactly.
As much.
Hmm.
As much. And when I say as much, because obviously some do know better, right? A lot of them do know better. But the as much part is in comparison to as much as you now. You now. As an
Yeah.
adult.
You're talking about you got like me. I got 27 years of experience,
Right.
where
So
my
you're
son
like,
has only 6 years of experience.
so it's okay if you see him blame somebody every now and then still, even though you're teaching him not to.
Yeah, but that's where it's up to you to be like, yo, you don't do that. The reason it happened was because you did that, or you caused it, or you know what I'm saying. You got to take blame for what it is.
Exactly.
Just confront that shit and be straight up.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you're an adult, man, you no reason to do all that, man. And you know what I'm saying? You can check yourself, man. That's what I call it, checking yourself. Check myself. I check myself a lot.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong. Uh, the whole like, you know what I'm saying, not trying to let your pride get in the way of a lot of shit. Because it happens. I'm still fall victim to let my pride get in the way of some shit sometimes, man. Like just knowing when I should be apologizing and I don't because of my pride, or um, that's the number one thing with me with my pride sometimes, but like my joy, like but my my innocence, my like I don't strive to be perfect. I strive to be pure, as pure as possible. I think pure is more achievable. Perfect is not real. There's nothing perfect in the world. Um, but I feel, like I said, I feel you can be pure though. Pure is just like it's a constant battle. It's a constant work. You know what I'm saying? You're always looking for, what I'm saying? Always ways. You're always looking for ways to like better yourself and just do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, improve your habits, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being a better you. Every day you can strive to be a better you. Again, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's like we're not perfect, right? Because
Hmm.
we can actually do that. Like that's the challenge we get. Everybody gets that challenge every single day. We're
Yeah.
gonna get tested with something, a situation. No, not identical to what we did in the past, but similar to what we did in the past.
Hmm.
A situation that we probably have failed, and like how to speak to people, how to talk to people, how to handle your emotions, when other people are around, when other people ain't around, like just how to handle all types of situations, you know, and it's just like what I'm saying? Like now that you're older, you can, what I'm saying, you can just work towards that purity, man, and you can really just be like, man, I'm I just want to do better. Like, bro, look, fuck it. You make a mistake, you make a mistake, right? You know, we talk about this a lot on our show, man, because or our podcast because we just understand mistakes, bro. Like, we're not saying that when we make these podcasts or these episodes, man, like we literally know that we're gonna still fuck up. Like, I'm not perfect, bro. Like he was just saying, like we speak about this right now, but he was just telling his son, like he's telling his son and realized like it was almost like a mirror was right in front of him while he's telling his son, like, damn, I need to be doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
I do that shit all the time. That's why you keep working towards getting better, man.
Yep.
You know, yeah, man. I just don't want y'all to get too stuck off and then trying to run away from shit, and then that's what's leading y'all to drugs or bad habits and addictions. You know, getting the right people around you is huge to like having your innocence. Cause like I get around him, man. We laugh, joke, we talk serious, but we can laugh and joke just like kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We met each other in high school, you know, and we can really just have good times just like we did in high school, bro. No matter what, no matter what, because that's what you do. Like this is another thing. Like it'll make it easier for you to like agree with me or whatever. But I think it'll make a lot of y'all easier for you to express your inner child. Because I think some of y'all also um having too much fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just worried about only fun. You gotta have a balance. You gotta have. That's why I keep saying priorities.
Mm-hmm.
Prioritize. Take care of your responsibilities, whatever they are. It looks different for every one of us. But take care of your responsibilities. And with that, now you're gonna find gaps in space within your schedule and your day to day life on a daily basis that you can, you know what I'm saying, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Set up moments to enjoy yourself. Set up moments to just go to the park. If y'all got kids, taking your kids to the park. You know what I'm saying? To the swimming pool, amusement parks, It's a lot of different things you can do, you know. Again, just hanging out with people, man. Like, hey, look, man, it's been a while since we all hung out, brother. Can we all like set a date on our schedules and boom? Even if you don't get everybody to show up, some people gonna show up, man, because they gonna realize how much that means. Like for you just reaching out like that, he the one that does it with our brothers, man. He usually the one that sets it up, and when he does it, we most of us show up because we understand what he's saying. Like we get caught in our lives, and sometimes it's been for months or even a year or more. But it's just like none of us are like we're too good to still have that type of moment.
Right.
Get together and just enjoy each other. you know, Whatever brings us together. A lot of times basketball brings us together. Food brings us together. And honestly, we're so damn simple shit. I mean, just a simple, yo, you want to do this. And we might not even care to do that specifically, but just because we can hear the cry for like wanting to spend that brotherly time, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. We're going to try to make time for it. And if we just literally can't do it for that situation, that specific time, we're gonna try our best to like do it for the following, or like try to reschedule something else, because we understand how important this relationship is, this bond is, this brotherhood is, Um, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
rambling off, but yeah.
No, not just that, but it's just like also like think about it. Hang out more with younger people. Like I said, I done caught
Mm,
up myself learning through my son. Like most of the times, as an adult, you're just there to supervise. But try living your life like the younger kids because why? Because it's just like we lose track of that. It's like this. The older I got, I stopped going to the park. The older I got, I stopped, going on runs or like just doing shit. Like yeah, I'd go hoop with the boys or play soccer here and there and do like activities like that. But I'd stop doing all that shit. Whereas a kid, all they want to do is go to the park and take out all that energy. And it's like you lose sight of that as you get older because now you focus your time on other shit, whether it's friends or going out to eat or relationships or whatever the fuck you're entertaining your time with. But it's just like a kid is just like all they know is to like express their energy and release their energy. Where us as adults is like we say we don't have energy, but we do. We just put our energy in other shit instead of putting it on that. So we lose track of that. And not just that, but it's just like when you're with a kid, it's just like just listen to them. A lot of times kids be saying like the most smartest shit that you would never thought they'd have thought about. Like the shit my son be saying or the way he be thinking, it be blowing my mind sometimes. You know, and it's just like you could learn from a kid, or you get another perspective, and it's just like it makes you wonder, like, why'd you get that perspective? And it's crazy how you can have a conversation with. I'm 27, my son's 6, and I be having conversations about life and shit with him. I'd be like, why do you think like that, or why do you think certain things is like that? And it's crazy the perspectives he has as a 6 year old compared to me at 27. And also, as you're growing up, I feel like school is teaching you a routine. What I mean by that is like ever since we're 6 years old, it's teaching you that you got to wake up early. You're in school for 7 hours. When you go to work, you're usually at 8 hours or 7 hour shift. Usually seven with your 30-minute lunch, basically 7 hours and a half. But you're there for 8 hours, same as in school. You get off and you have your free time. Same. You go to school, you get out of school, and then you have your free time. Ain't shit changed. The only thing that's changing is you. You're the one that's deciding what you do after those, whether school or work. But it's like this whole time growing up, it's just like you're you're getting taught to do something. So it's just like now my son, he wakes up at 7:30. He gets ready, eats breakfast, then go gets ready, brushes his teeth, do what he's got to do, and then he starts school at 8:50. After he gets off of school, we do his homework. I sign his paperwork. I cook food, and then after that, we just go hoop. That's his thing lately, where we just go hoop. Or he'll be like, "Yo, can we go out to the park or can we go downtown?" I'll just take him and just let him blow out his energy. But it's a routine to him now. It's just a weekly thing, and then as he's getting older, he's gonna decide what he wants to do with it. Because as I got older, it's just like, all right, I made it into my routine too. Mondays and Tuesdays, I sleep in a bit, go to work, get out. Mondays I come record the podcast. Tuesdays I go to the gym. Wednesdays I wake up early, get out. I don't have my son. Go to the gym, come back, and rest, or either play 2K with the boys. And then Thursday I have my son. Friday I have my son. Saturday if it's my week with my son, I have my son. And then Sundays, but it's always a routine. You know what I'm saying? And you started that since you was young, and then you obviously shit's gonna change as time goes on, or
It's gonna keep changing.
you know what I'm saying, or like depending. It's like now, like every Saturday is soccer Saturday because my son had soccer, I had soccer. When it becomes winter, there's still gonna be soccer and shit, but it's gonna be different times, different shit. But it's always keep your routine consistent, and you're taught that as a young age. Now a lot of people fuck that up because now you see everything I said. None of it was me financially wasting money. Nothing was financially wasting money. A lot of people now look at it. Oh, I got free time, and it's just like, let's go clubbing, let's go to the club, let's go drink, let's go do this. All that shit's money, and then you wonder why you're in the predicaments. Why you're in the predicaments you're in. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you're taught that since a young kid. This whole time, you have 12 years of experience because you started from sixth grade. I mean, 6 years old to 12th grade, which is 12 years. So now you're 18. It's just like, what more you want, bro? You had 12 years of experience to get it together, and you over here as a grown ass person not being able to remember the simple shit in life. So that's the other perspective I look at it too. Like, just like we had all these years to like look at it like that, but we just don't look at it like that. Yeah. We're just going with the motions and growing, but it's just like it just takes a lot, bro. Just to talk to a kid, it don't take much. Just talk to a kid, bro, and even if it's a nephew or any of that, you'd be surprised what the hell they got to say, like what they got to tell you.
Bro, it's funny that you said it too, because I didn't originally think of that part either. But when you said it, I was just like, I was thinking like when my nieces and nephews sometimes come over here, or I see them, whatever. I hate that most of the time my schedules are so packed that I'm like on the go, right?
Mm-hmm.
It almost leaves no air or no space to just sit and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Last week I made sure to make a post about like make time for meaningful conversations. Right. I agree with you with talking about young people too, kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Children. I said, how do you continue to have an inner child without speaking and having communications with children?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I don't think that's possible. I think you have to continue to have, you know what I mean? Because all these grown-ups are just worried about grown-up shit. If you stay around like teachers are stuck around kids all day, obviously remember you are still an adult, so don't be irresponsible with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, like you said, like you'd be surprised the shit you run into conversations with your these with whether they're random kids, whether they're your people's kids, your kids, whatever, man.
You got
It don't
younger
matter.
siblings.
Yeah, younger siblings, like bro, like spend time with them, man. Because don't let them be like. But by the way, they're spending their time with somebody. So they're not getting guidance from you, or you not feeding off each other. They're feeding off somebody. And
Mm-hmm.
then if they get older and you wonder why they turned the way they turned, obviously it's not your fault all the way, right? It's not, you can't blame 100% on you, right? But you can be like, man, I could have spent a little bit more time with them, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like now I'd be trying to like when I see my even if I'm just like in and out. Usually they just want a hug and a kiss, but like sometimes like Lily Manuel,
Mm-hmm.
he want to talk to me. Like
Yeah,
he
he
wants a
talks, bro.
full
Even when I come
talk.
here and he here, bro.
He's ready to give you, bro. Talking about more than 21 questions. I ain't gonna lie.
Way more, bro.
That's a way understatement. Like my little nephew that was named after me, man. This dude will question you the fuck out, bro. Like, why is this? What is that? Oh, uncle, where you going? I'm like, yo, I'm about to go take care of some client. Again? Yeah, it's every day, sir. That's what I say. Like, yo, it's every day, bro. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like, I
yeah.
gotta do this every single day. He said, oh man, dang, uncle. Well, look, I want you to come do this. You know what? No, you're not leaving. Like, yo, nephew, I gotta leave.
Nah, yeah.
I gotta. What do you mean I'm not leaving? I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but like, just shows you like the love and like how much they appreciate you and care for you, and it's important that we reciprocate that, and give them that love and give them the time to speak their minds, bro. See where their minds are at, like you said. Just seeing where their
Mm-hmm.
minds are at, man. The way they thinking, because that's how you're going to be able to help guide them, or show them something new, show them different perspectives. Because again, if you, a lot of you guys, a lot of you people, man, and we just it's just the way it is, bro. It's the way society is. Y'all let kids get influenced more by technology than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like your these tablets and these phones, you know what I'm saying? Y'all letting them like just control the kids. It's like you said, like you gotta get more into these kids' lives, man. Get more into kids' lives, and it's a even exchange, bro. You'll realize it's not even just for you. It's not, you're not doing it just for them. That's going to impact you in a positive way too. You'll see being around kids is going to affect you really well. Keeps you young. Keeps you fresh. You know, so
Yeah, not just that, but the reward in the end is seeing that smile and just how far that small sacrifice you made for them goes a long way in their lives. Because like I look back at it and it's just like now me having a kid is just like damn. Now I know why my dad would be like, damn, I'm tired, but all right, let's go do what you want to play. Let's go. You
yeah,
want to go play at soccer? Let's go. Or you want me to take you to your practice? All right, let's go. Like even though he was tired of shit from work, because he would work back then, like trucking, like 6 in the morning, get out, and still had to cook and do shit. And it's just
man.
like now that I'm doing, it's just like damn, it's just like it meant the world. Like him taking me and shit like that. So now it's just like gotta give it back. You know what I'm saying? Give back to my son or to anyone that needs it. Like that is around to just give back to them. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes a long way and far for a kid because it's like
It really
they
does.
might
It
not see
really
it
does.
then and there,
But you're
but when
gonna.
they get older, they're gonna be like, damn, like
He's like, good timing did
you ain't
this.
never missed a practice or you never missed a game of mine. You was always there. You know what I'm saying? And that goes a long way. And it's just like yeah, you sacrificed maybe an hour or two of your day, even though you was tired as shit. But it meant the world to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reward. That's the fuck. What's the shit? That's the reward of your sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You sacrificed, yeah, maybe 2 hours, but they ain't ever gonna forget that. And not just that, but now you're showing them that if you could do it, they could do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Don't forget how you was raised as a kid, and always try to be better than what you was raised, and show better.
Get that shit out, man. Get that shit out, man. Get that love out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep being you, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep working on yourself. You saying, man, just keep doing that, man. Keep showing that love. young, old, numbers, all that shit is numbers and experience. So like you find younger people that are wiser than older people. You know what I'm saying? Or younger people that are more mature than older people, right? Challenge yourself, continue to grow, but stay young, man. Do stuff with young people. Do stuff with your people. Your close people, man. Like, don't just get stuck in the work life, work, sleep, TV life. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit. Go outside of that world and go do shit beyond the work, sleep, TV life. Like, real shit, bro. It's stay young, man. Stay young, man.
Yep.
Be a child, man.
Real shit.
Anything else you want to say?
Nah.
Hey, man, y'all hear it, man. This Ways, man.
It's your boy G Butters.
We love y'all, man. This is Express Yourself.
Yes, sir.
I know we do, man.
Season 1, episode 10.
Episode 10, man. Look, if you like this content, man, this is a brief conversation, man. We just want to touch on. If you like it, hit the like button.
Like it up.
If you got a moment, comment. If you care, somebody you care about, you want to share this, content with them, go ahead and do that. Hit that share button. If you're down for the ride,
subscribe.
Hey, yo, it's that simple, bro. Listen, if you also want to be a guest on our show, man, reach out to us, yo.
Yep.
Always Ways 19 on IG or Emmanuel Ratliff on Facebook.
Yep, or Gus _ Bulls01 on Instagram. Or if not, we got our Express Yourself podcast on Instagram.
Fuck yeah, we got the Express Yourself podcast on Instagram too. Yep, we sure the fuck do.
Just at Express Yourself podcast.
When I say there's nothing else, nobody else got Express Yourself podcast, nobody else do. We got that. And you're going to see the picture of us inside of a mouth. So you're going to see the logo. So, yeah, go ahead and do that, man. We love y'all, man. Hey, always love, always ways, man. Always ways to love.
Yes, sir.